Hey, what's up? It's your boy Omar Black, and today we talking about creating a writing habit. See, I feel like as a writer, you gotta create a writing habit. Period. Whether you write every day, every other day, every few days, a few times a week, whatever the situation may be, you gotta create a writing habit. I feel like as a writer, you need to make it a daily habit. Whether you write for 30 minutes a day or whether you write for an hour to 2, 3 hours a day, you need to make it a daily routine. Get it something you're doing every single day, constantly. Like, get up out of bed, fix yourself up, work out, fix yourself up after that and write. I feel like that's the best way to start the day. That's how I start my days. Get up, you go through my daily routine to get ready, exercise a little bit, and then I write. I get the energy, I'm focused, my mind is clear, before I even begin my day, whether my day starts at 6 o'clock or it starts at 10 o'clock, whatever the situation may be, I make it a daily habit to write something every single day. Whether I'm writing for 30 minutes and I only write 8 page or a half a page, I'll write for a few hours and I write 10, 15, 20, 30 pages. It doesn't matter what the situation is. I'm making a daily habit to write and write and write and write and write. And that's what you have to do as a writer. That's how you get better. That's how you come up with your writing style. That's how you just develop your skills. That's how you type better. That's how you write better. That's how you come up with more ideas because you're always writing. You put yourself in that habit to do it. If it's just like, I mean, as writers, we're our own entrepreneurs, so it's up to us for our business to function. If we don't write, our business doesn't go anywhere. So you have to write. You got to make it a part of you. It has to be at your central core, something that you love doing, something that you continuously do, and you're religious at doing it. Make it your daily routine. You gotta create a writing habit. Whether you write early in the morning, you write late at night. I feel like the best way to start off your day is to write a few pages. Write a half a page, write a couple of paragraphs, write paragraph, write a sentence, come up with some outlines. Whatever the situation may be, make it a part of your daily routine. You got to create a writing habit in order to be a successful writer, because eventually I've been through it. I'm quite sure all you other writers and aspiring writers have gone through it, where you start off writing and then you know a day might go by and be like, I'll write tomorrow, and another day goes by, but I'll write the day after that, and then little before you know it, a month flew by, 6 months flew by, a year flew by, and you started the opening chapter of your novel, but you never finished. I've had that happen to me countless times where I'll start a book and then I'll write for a few days and then I'll stop and be like, all right, I'll write tomorrow. I'll write this day and this day later, and then all of a sudden a month, 2, 3 months flew by, and I didn't even continue writing at all. So you have to make it a part of your daily routine. I feel like a writer should move like a basketball player. I feel like that's the best way to view yourself as a writer, to move like a basketball player. A basketball player has to learn how to shoot free throws. Like whatever type of basketball player, whether you like a point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, whatever your game is, as a writer, just think about that mindset. Think about the mindset of all players. Forget just one position. All the players. I gotta improve my free throws. I gotta improve my 3 point shooting. I gotta improve my dunking skills. I gotta improve my layup skills, my jump shot, my fadeaway jump shot, my crossover. I have to go in the gym and keep getting better. That's the mindset a writer should have. Like, I have to keep writing. I have to write and write and write and write. Move like a basketball player, because that's how. Not to say you should do what I do, but that's what I do. I think about, as a basketball player, you have to continuously get better. That's the only way your career is going to last. That's the only way you're going to make it to the pros, and being a pro 5, 10, 15 seasons. Your game's elevating. If you're a dunker, eventually you're going to have to develop the game with shooting the basketball. You're going to have to develop a jump shot eventually. So think about ways for you to develop as a writer. For me, the best way, my best method, is to think like a basketball player. I gotta constantly improve my game. I gotta constantly get better and better at what I do. Um, whether it's writing the opening chapter, or whether it's writing the closing, or writing more chapters, or writing less pages in a chapter. Stop writing running on sentences. You gotta keep improving and improving and improving. Keep coming up with ideas after ideas after ideas. That's the best way to do it. Create a writing habit. Move like a basketball player. As a writer, you got to keep improving, keep getting better. You may not write good opening sentences, or the opening chapter of your book may not be that strong, or it may be strong, but you close out the books not on a strong level. So start writing. Think about ways that you could come up with better closings to your story, better opening lines to your story, better opening paragraphs, opening chapters to your story. You have to move like a basketball player. I think that's a great way, a great mindset to have. Just constantly thinking about ways to improve. And how do you improve as a writer? You got to keep writing. You have to keep writing. You cannot slow down. Make it happen. I'm making it happen. I want you to make it happen. Keep going. You got to develop a daily writing habit. Make it, just keep improving, keep bettering yourself. Come up with ideas for stories. Write a bunch of short stories. Write a bunch of poems. Make that your daily habit. Even if you're not writing a chapter in your book, write a couple of short stories. Me, in writing short stories, now I'm able to maneuver through scenes a lot more quickly than I was in the past. Before, I used to harp on certain scenes. I wouldn't write too much about this scene and then way too much about that scene. But I worked on writing short stories, and I realized you can explain a lot in a few paragraphs. You can get through a whole scene in a few paragraphs. So think about that. Think about writing poems. Think about writing short stories that help you maneuver through how your actual novel is going. Write a few novellas, short stories. Write those, and then that will help you develop getting through scene to scene, jump from this scene to that scene a lot more quicker. But have that basketball mindset as a writer. It's gonna improve your game as a writer. Basketball players got to improve shooting free throws, 3-point shots, jump shots, getting to the rim, dunking the ball, whatever they lack. They got to develop a better skill. So as a writer, you may not open up stories really well. You may not close stories really well. You may jump from scene to scene too quick. You may take too long on one scene. So write, and keep writing, and that'll help develop your skills on not harping on scenes too long. Writing a better opening chapter, a better opening line, a better conclusion to the story. My name is Omar Black. I hope you like the video, like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support. Writers out there, y'all got to create that daily habit. Keep creating that daily habit. You're going to improve. You're going to get better and better. Let's make it happen. I'm making it happen for sure.